Welcome into Wager Talk TV. I am Drew Martin, joined by Steve Merril and John Ryan of Wager Talk and SportsMemo.com. We're talking the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay Bucks and Kansas City Chiefs. We got him to John here first. John Ryan, what are you thinking for your favorite props here for the big game on Sunday night?
There's a lot to pick from, that's for sure. But the one that really sticks out to me is one that I recommend not doing, and it's a prop bet that pays 6 to 1. And at any point during the game, the Chiefs trail by 9 or more points, and then make their dramatic comeback and win by 9 or more points. That's the prop bet. The problem is it's only happened twice since 2008, and believe me, the astronomical odds are much higher than +6. You're not getting rewarded for the risk at all, and I would avoid it. The second one has huge odds. It's plus 1,100. And this is to play on the first score by Tampa Bay being a defensive one. So this has happened 8 times in Super Bowl history. And with that scoring defensive team going on to a 7-1 straight up and 6-2 against the spread record. So if any defensive team scores in this game, even if it's not the Bucs, you can then use the in-game live betting to your advantage. So if you take Tampa Bay and they score on a defensive touchdown at any point in the game, then every time Kansas City scores, you want to nail that in-game bet on the Bucs. And the last one I have here is Brady over half a rushing yard, 0.5. And you're getting plus 145. So, why not throw 25, $50 on something like that? It may not happen, but in his Super Bowl career, it's a pretty good sample size. In his wins, he's gained 3 times, he's gained yards, and he's lost yards in 3 of the others. In the losses against the Giants, the 2 losses against the Giants, he gained 0 on 0 attempts. In the Eagles' loss, he gained 6 yards on 1 attempt. I think he gets double digits.
Double-digit rushing yards. Okay, so maybe like in the over of a half a yard rushing for Tom Brady there. Steve, what are you thinking about what John had there for his props, man, and any that you would like to add yourself?
Yeah, I definitely want to look at some of the ones he was looking at, but I'll kind of play off one I've been using on some of the different Wager Talk videos this week, and that's over 3.5 sacks in the game combined for both teams. So I would love to see Tom Brady try to go and maybe go over that half yard rushing, because I think maybe 3 out of 4 times he does not get that half yard and ends up with a sack. So that would be great for my over 3.5 sack prop. They had 3 in the first meeting back in October, but they had over 20 pressures combined, like 25 additional pressures that didn't lead to sacks. So all we needed was one more of those pressures. So I hope Brady does move. And I think, with 2 weeks off to prepare for this game, both defenses will have some strategic plans they didn't use back in October. And that also could lead to maybe an extra sack or 2 and more pressure. I love that prop that John brings up, though, about the biggest lead, Chiefs coming back from 10 down. First of all, they might never be trailing in this game. They are a 3-point favorite. So that's one of the reasons it's not likely to happen. But I definitely would not take, John said don't play that, but he didn't necessarily did not say play the other side. And I would definitely not lay the minus 1,000 or, 1 to 10 on that. It won't happen, because keep in mind, Kansas City trailed by double digits in all 3 playoff games last year, including the Super Bowl, and came back to win in all 3. And guess what? If Buffalo doesn't miss an extra point in the championship game a few weeks ago, they're down 10-0 in that one as well, and they come back to win. They were down 9-0 instead. So with the highest total, the second highest total we've ever seen in the Super Bowl, 2 explosive offenses, it is more likely it could happen. I agree with John, though. There's no value at 6 to 1, but I definitely would not be on the other side of that one. The Brady half a yard rushing, I like that. And once again, I think there's going to be pressure. I like the sack prop over as well for that reason. And he brings up a great point about in-game betting. It's a phenomenon we have not had until recent years. Just quick money management advice. Be careful with in-game betting, because you'll end up with 5 or 6 times the amount of one player, one outcome. And that's the same advice I give with prop betting as well. Manage your money smart, because everything is correlated, and you might have 5 or 6 props that are all codependent on the same result. And then all of a sudden you've got a 6 or 10% play on one outcome. So money management, go to wagertalk.com for more of my props this weekend.
Check him out, wagertalk.com. He's Steve Merril. We also got John Ryan at sportsmemo.com. Guys, remember, Tuesdays, each and every Tuesday, even when football's not going on, we have $2 Tuesday at both websites, Wager Talk, Sports Memo, top handicappers, top play, discounted to just $2. That's on Tuesdays, Wager Talk and SportsMemo.com.